new students.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yes. So I'm so happy today to meet you after a long time.
Yeah, I'm happy too that this arranged.
Nice. So I have just briefed my students about your location. They are
Yeah.
amazed about the location of Finland. So they are amazed. The reason your location is almost close to Arctic region.
Yeah.
And
Yes, it is.
yes, the weather conditions there are extremely different from where we are. And the temperature
Yes.
right now in my region is 34 degrees Celsius.
Oh, that's a bit more than us. We have, at the moment, we have, let me check. Uh, well, today is +5,
Plus five. How it
but
is.
usually this time of year we have minus, but
Yes.
this spring has been really different. So now it's +5, but usually we have in January and February we had -25.
Hmm. So it is quite unusual for me and for my students to experience minus degrees because we are fast approaching our summer. It is going to be 50 degrees here, almost miserable for any foreigner, especially European.
Yeah, it's too hot.
So
I don't know how you manage.
we are used to these weather conditions. Uh,
Yes, you are.
Now I request you to say something about yourself so that we will follow the questions.
Yes. So, as you heard, my name is Paula, and I'm a teacher also, but at the moment I'm not at the school. I'm not teaching. I'm doing my work in administration. So I do development work, but I've been a teacher for over 15 years. And my students were always the youngest. They were 7 or 8 years old, so probably younger than you are. I don't know how old you are all, but
My students, in fact, sixth graders, how old are you? Sixth class students. How old are you? You are Santa. 11. Okay. 11 to 15 years old.
yeah, so a bit older than my students when I was teaching.
Ah,
And I live in Oulu, which is in northern Finland. And if you want, I could show you a video of my city because this year my city was chosen to be the European capital of culture. And I can show you a video what my city looks like. Uh-huh.
hours. Like, past is to
Hometown. Now I can't hear you.
Thrilled. We are so thrilled by outstanding presentation. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Salma. I am a ninth grader from GPHS Finland. Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Yes, please. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, ma'am. My question is, what methods do teachers use to keep students happy and stress-free in classrooms?
Well, in Finland, I think teachers they have a bit smaller groups than your group. So they have about 20 or 25 students in the group with one teacher. So that's one thing, that there is less children and the teachers have time for their students to talk and get to know the students and their abilities. And they use a lot of collaborational work. So the children in the schools in Finland, they do a lot of school work in small groups. And so the children also get to know each other really well.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Harika. I am a ninth grader from GPHS Finland. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please. Nice to meet you too.
How are teachers trained and selected in Finland?
Well, in Finland, all the teachers, they go to the university. So all the teachers in Finland have a master's degree and they have to go to the university, and they go there by selection tests. So they have to do tests and interviews so that they can get to the teacher training program. And the training takes about 4 to 5 years. And during those years, they go to training schools where they learn to teach with an experienced teacher. And then when they are graduated, they can apply for teacher positions in all the schools in Finland.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
My name is Deepka. I am a ninth grader from GPHS Penmarka. Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Yes, please. Nice to meet you.
My question is, how much homework do students usually get in schools in Finland?
Can you repeat the question?
How much homework do students usually get in schools in Finland?
Yeah. So I think it varies a lot. In the first 4 years of school, the amount of homework is quite little. I think it takes the student about half an hour to make their homework, but when you grow older, you probably get more homework, but it really depends. Some teachers, they give a lot of homework and some teachers don't give any. So it really varies, but I think that in common, the students use about half or 1 hour to do their homework per day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
My name is Monica. I am a ninth grader from GPHS Penmaka. Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Yes, please.
How does the education system in Finland support school learners and special needs students?
We just got a new law about supporting the special education students last year, and we have specially trained teachers, special educators in the schools. So all the schools have teachers who have studied special education and different kind of pedagogies, and they are there with the class teachers to help those students who have different kind of disabilities or learning disabilities. There's also some smaller groups. So some of the students who have special needs, they study in groups of 6 to 10 students. And usually in those classes, they have special education teacher, and there's also a school assistant or many school assistants helping them.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
My name is Mahesh Prabhu. I am from GPHS Penmaka. I am a ninth grader. May I ask you a question with your permission, ma'am?
Yes, please. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, ma'am. What are the main features that make the education system in Finland successful?
Well, I think it's our education system is based on trust. So we have a national curriculum, and every municipality or city has to do their own curriculum based on that national curriculum. But our schools are not supervised in any ways. Our teachers are not supervised, so the principals trust that the teachers are doing their work, and the municipality trusts that principals are doing their work, and the government trusts that the cities and municipalities do their work. So I think that is one of the bases that makes us successful, is the trust that we share, that everyone's doing. And also the other thing is that our teachers are usually highly motivated, and as I said, they all have a master's degree in education, so they are also highly educated teachers. And one more thing, I also think that families appreciate schooling, the school system, so it's easier when the parents support the schools also.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Paula, I'm so privileged today to have a few guests here, and the village elders and the very famous educators here. And I will give them an opportunity to interact with you. But before
Yeah.
I'm going to do that, I'm going to ask you two questions from my side.
Yeah.
So Finland education, as you know, that the world famous education, and many educators across the globe try to visit your country
Yeah.
to study your education system. How different it is from their countries, and in your view, how Finland education is a bit different from other countries' education systems.
Well, we have our education system is for all the children in our country, and it's free of charge. So there is no school payments or anything. So everything in basic education and secondary is free of charge. So everyone can go to school and have an education if they want. So that is one thing that is probably different. We also have a warm school lunch for everyone every day in school, so the children can have a warm lunch every day, and that's keeping them able to learn also. And as I said, our teachers are highly motivated, but they are also respected by the parents. So, but we do have our difficulties also. Our system needs to be developed. We need to develop our system all the time, and it's not perfect, but yeah, I think that's the one thing. And what visitors say when they come to Finland, they say that even though our teachers think that our children, they are really active and loud and noisy, but when visitors come to Finland, they say that our schools are really, really peaceful and quite quiet, even though the children are working in groups and doing collaboration. So I don't know how that is, but yes, we do get a lot of visitors. Almost every week in Oulu, we have a visitor group from somewhere in the world.
Okay, and here is one more question. What is the
Yes.
role of teacher in Finland in developing the creativity and critical thinking?
Yeah. Well, I can speak for my city. In the past 8 years, we've developed STEAM education. So STEAM comes from the word science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. And I think the main role for the teacher is to give the children possibilities to learn also by themselves and create new things. And that builds their creativity. And also we are using AI, but in a really safe way. And that gives them the students chance to build their critical thinking skills, because they have to compare what AI is saying and what the books are saying and things like that.
You two more questions. Could you please tell us the weather conditions in your country?
Yeah. So we have 4 seasons in Finland. In the summertime, the weather can go up to plus 30. But then in the winter time, there are days when it goes under minus 30. So it varies. And now we are starting spring here. So the snow is starting to melt, and hopefully summer will come soon. But we have 4 seasons, and in the winter time, it's really dark in Finland because we live so near to the Arctic areas. And in winter time, the sun doesn't rise for many months. So it's almost 3 months we have basically almost darkness or really shady days. But in the summertime, the sun doesn't go down at all. So it's light every day, all day, from morning to 24 hours per day. We have daylight in the summertime.
Okay. Paula, before we wind up the session, I have one more question. Could you please tell us about the food that you take in your Finland? Of course, it is
Okay.
different from what we take in India because it is not spicy food. And
Yeah.
could you please brief us about that?
Yeah. We do have Indian restaurants here, so I have eaten Indian food. But our traditional food, it's usually based on potato. We eat a lot of potatoes in different forms. We eat a lot of meat, chicken, pork, beef, but also vegetables, fruits, and fish. We also eat a lot of fish food, but it's not that spicy as your food there in India. It's a little bit mildly spiced.
Okay, thank you so much, Paula. So may I request you to give a message to my students? A message.
The message to your students. I hope you have dreams, and I hope you go where your dreams take you. So go where and be prepared to work for your dreams also. So don't let anyone say that you can't do anything. You can do anything if you want.